Hello everyone, today we are going to solve the problem rotate array by 1. So in this question they give an array. So our task is to rotate the array by one position in clockwise direction. So how? So see in the example they give an array ARR which contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the output? So output is rotated in the clockwise direction by 1. So 5 comes to the first and all the elements will be adjusted index further by one bit. So 5 1 2 3 4. So if the input is 987 642 13. So 3 will come before. So 3 again same numbers 987 642 1. So this is what they are expecting. So expected is time big of n. So we can use a loop by saying this, and auxiliary space is constant. So we should not use any collections or any extra spaces which are dependent on the input length or any type of input. So how? So our approach is variable loop. That's it. These are the two things we are going to use. So the variable is the main variable, the small we will be using in the code, those are another. So the main variable is new start. What is the new start of rotate array? It will be the last element of the original array. So this is a step we will be doing first. So we use a loop next to all the elements to write by one step, and next step is place at beginning of array. These are the three steps we are going to do now. We will store the last element value in some temporary variable which is new start. As we are saying here, we will move all the elements right by one step. So the last element will not have anything on the right, so it will vanish. So during this loop process, so before the vanishing process, we will first store the value so that at last during the new array creation we can use that stored value. So we have taken the 5 value in the new start, and the whole array becomes, what is the value? It is 2 comes here, 1 comes here, 2 comes here, 3 comes here, 4 comes here, and 5 is gone now here. So after last we are doing that, the first place we will be replacing with the new start. So this will be the output you will be getting. So simple. So how to do? So first we will take a normal integer n to store the length of array, and we said a new start variable ns. So how can we get the last element? Array name square brackets n minus 1. So length minus 1 is the last element where it is located. So now using a for loop, using this kind of logic to move all the elements to the right by 1. Previous will be 0th element. So for int, already we started with the 0th element, so now go with the 1th element. So this is a small logic to rotate the array by 1 clockwise. Sample test case is passed. So you can see the solution is passed. So how? So we said we will be taking some variables. So a length variable and the new start variable to store the last value of the array because it is going to vanish. So we use a loop to move all the elements by one step right. So what we are doing, the previous is 0 and the initial current value will be at ith index 1. So we are keeping the current value will be equal to previous value. So what does it mean? This is suppose it is a current value, it is 2 and the previous value is 1. So we are doing that current value should be equal to previous value. So current value is now 1. So like this. But before removing again vanishing this element, we are storing in this current value. So next the previous will be storing the 2 value. So again the current will be storing 3. So like this every one right movement will be done. And at last the new start is again replaced with the last element of the original array, which is 3 steps we wrote here. The step 1, the loop part is the step 2, and again the new start will be the step 3. So that's it. So practice this program. Thank you for watching.